Blue Steel City, is everybody ready to go? Let's proclaim the greatest radio show.
Welcome, Spread fans, to a special edition NCAA tournament show. I am your host, Jim Sella, in studio with JDash, Big Easy, and JK47. Selection Sunday is only a few days away. A couple teams on the bubble, but everybody's watching Kentucky. They want to know if they can make the run and go all the way undefeated and win that championship.
Yeah, Kentucky, they handled Florida tonight, 64-49. Now they're 32-0. It's just great. I mean, last year we had Wichita State going undefeated into the tournament, and they didn't really make it.
I don't think too many people actually expected them to, compete for the national championship. Kentucky's a much bigger powerhouse than Wichita State.
Oh, they are a powerhouse, and that's the thing. You even had some critics saying maybe a loss in this SEC tournament would be good for them.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't think it is.
No.
These kids, they just want to win, man. They're young kids. They don't feel this pressure. They're out there having fun. They're dominating people. I don't even know the last time a team went completely undefeated and won the championship. It's been a while. But our hometown Pitt Panthers don't really have a shot. They're not even going to make the tournament, are they?
Yeah, they got knocked out early in the ACC tournament by NC State.
No, that's a rough move for Pitt to the ACC. They were the kings of the Big East for a while with Jamie Dixon, and now they got to compete with the likes of North Carolina and Duke all the time.
Different conference, different style of basketball.
Easy, your favorite team, the Duke Blue Devils, are in it.
Duke's always a perennial bracket favorite.
Believe it.
People don't even know what kind of season they had. When you get your bracket in front of you, you got Duke going to the Elite Eight, Final Four almost every time, whether or not they've had a good season or not. I hate Duke. They're like right up there with the New York Yankees. I even hated the Bulls when I was younger because they always won championships every year.
Yeah, I remember watching them win the championship. You and I were watching the Suns and the Bulls at.
Right, I wanted the Suns to win so bad there, but Duke, they'll be there.
Speaking of North Carolina basketball, I've always been a Tar Heels fan myself.
They're predicted to be number 5 in the Midwest in this bracket that I'm looking at right now.
I'll tell you what, they're going up against Virginia tonight. Virginia's number 2 in the country. This ACC is packed. The ACC tournament is pretty packed with some solid teams. I mean, Carolina right now, they might be able to pull this out against Virginia. You don't know.
It's a game that could definitely go either way. I mean, Virginia's not, nominally a yearly powerhouse down there in the ACC. They're a solid basketball team, but over the course of the past, 20, 30 years, though, it's pretty much been North Carolina. When you got the likes of Michael Jordan, Brendan Hayward, Antoine Jamison, Vince Carter, actually, the list goes on and on and on.
You think there's going to be any 16-1 upsets this year, Easy? Everybody's always talking about it.
Never.
One of the teams, you're probably going to have Coastal Carolina against Duke. No shot. Lafayette against Villanova. No shot. Come on. Kentucky, you think they're going to lose? No. Virginia's going to be probably another top seed. I just don't see it. You got the 15-2 matchup. You almost always get one of those.
There's no way that There's no way that Kentucky, Virginia, Duke, or Villanova is going to lose in the first round. And some people are even saying Villanova. I don't know. I got Wisconsin on the one line, if you ask me. I think Wisconsin is a solid basketball team, and I think they're going to go deep in this tournament.
Well, yeah, the one bracket I'm looking at has Wisconsin, Kansas, Gonzaga, and Arizona as the number 2s. I don't really see any of them losing in the first round this year either.
I don't know. Kansas is okay, but if you want to pick one of those 4 to have an upset, I would say Kansas.
Kansas? You think this is not set in stone, but this is saying North Dakota State right here might play them. You think they got a shot?
It doesn't matter who plays them. I would just say out of those 4 teams, I would say Kansas is the most susceptible to any opponent to be upset. Realistically, I don't think any of those teams are going to lose.
Yeah, you really don't see that many upsets up until around 13 versus 4 or 12 versus 5.
You get a lot of 15-2s. That's usually the biggest upset. Not a lot, I should say, but usually one once a year or at least.
Nah, I wouldn't even go.
I always pick at least 115 over 2 upset in my bracket.
You have to look it up to see how many times that's happened. I guarantee it's not once every season.
A 2 drop.
Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah, I don't.
I
think
mean, it happens.
It happens, but I don't think it's that
Frequent.
big. A team that's really like struggling to try to get in right now is Indiana. Good old Hoosiers. We watched that video in a sweaty locker room once in school. I think. Seriously.
Why did you have to watch
gym.
movies in gym class?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Just let us go run in a circle in the gym. What
Do
is
something?
Anything. You
Why
can't
do we have to watch
pack a bunch of
Hoosiers?
dudes in a smelly ass locker room to watch a stupid movie.
Hoosiers is a great movie.
Yeah, but not when you're sitting next to some dude who hasn't washed his underwear in 3 days and then his even dirtier clothes are in his gym locker. He hasn't taken them out of that all year long. In the school we went to, we had to share a locker room with the football team, so we had all their smelly ass stuff in there.
Where's Gene Hackman when you need him?
Well, a mid-major team that's been in a tournament a couple years, Davidson. They rallied. They sank LaSalle tonight at a buzzer beater. There's always a team that can cause trouble.
Who's that skinny kid that came out of Davidson? There was a little point guard that came out of there recently. He was pretty good. I forget his
It was
name.
Curry.
Oh, was it Curry?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought so. That move he made the other night, dribbled through 3 dudes, put the ball behind his back, through his legs, just turned around and threw it up at the hoop from the 3, and it just drained it. It was beautiful.
That's basically why people know the name Davidson, I guess. But
It's the only reason I know it.
LSU's trying to get into the tournament too. Lenardi and the bracket experts thinking they might slide in. You never really know. It's crazy this time of year. I know how you get in. Win.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
really. Win and you're in. That's why it's a saying. I mean, from what I'm looking here, you got your normal high seeds, your Kentuckys, your Virginias, Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Arizona. The one that surprises me, a number 4 seed, Northern Iowa. They usually a good team?
Northern Iowa, yeah, they get it done.
All right. I'm not a huge college basketball fan. I do love March Madness, though, and I do love doing a bracket.
I think projected 4 seed is a little high for them. I remember them as usually 8 or lower.
Well, they're 30-3 this year.
That's pretty good.
And, I mean, actually, they haven't been in a tournament since 2010, but it's their 7th appearance coming out of the Missouri Valley Conference. Why not? It's teams like that haven't been there for a while, that have a great year, that can come in with the momentum.
Well, who are the main bubble teams? You said LSU's a team that could get in.
LSU was one. Indiana was one.
Indiana.
Who else?
Well, some of the teams that are on the fence are Temple at 23-9. They were 3rd in the AAC. BYU, who was 25-9, they were 2nd in the WCC. Tulsa, 21-9. Mississippi, 20-12, and like Easy said, Indiana.
BYU, I think, is going to slide into.
Yeah, they went 1-2 versus Gonzaga. They won on the road. They lost at home in the WCCC tournament final. There's not a whole lot else good on their resume. They have home wins over Stanford and St. Mary's. They have 3 bad losses, including a sweep by Pepperdine, so that doesn't really help them. Some of the teams that are probably out, Old Dominion, you hear them grabbing a 15 or 16 seed every once in a while. A surprising team here, UCLA, 20-12 this year, 4th in the Pac-12.
Yeah, they handled USC the other night.
They were terrible on the road this year, so that hurt them bad. They were 1-6 against top 25 teams.
Well, teams that are struggling again, I got a couple teams here that already got their tickets punched. The Belmont Bruins, Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, Gonzaga's in there, Lafayette Leopards, Manhattan Jaspers, Northeastern Huskies. First appearance in the tournament since 1991. Now that's something else. You got Northeastern Huskies. Those dudes up there are getting fired up.
I'll tell you what, you see Belmont in there every once in a while.
Yeah.
They're a sneaky team.
As you said earlier, Northern Iowa's in there. North Dakota State Bison are in there out of the Summit Conference. North Florida Ospreys. This is someone else who's in the tournament.
Robert Morris.
Robert
Is
Morris.
that Robert Morris from
That's
Pittsburgh?
I I
Are
watched
they
that
in?
game.
Yeah, they're in. They're
Yeah.
playing North Florida.
I watched that game. They were playing a team from Brooklyn who's never been to the tournament before on their home court, and it was a back and forth game up and down the court. Robert Morris was able to pull that out. So Bobby Moe's in the toe, and Pitts barely money on it, not even make the NIT. That's sad.
That's garbage.
And Valparaiso and Wofford are the last two teams that have already got their tickets punched. It's going to be a great bracket. The conference tournaments right now are heating up. I mean, it's Friday night, so like we're in the battle of it. This weekend is going to be some great matchups. You're going to see who comes out on top.
Well, fans, you can email us your brackets to the spread00@gmail.com if you want us to check it out. We're probably going to do a bracket on our own. We don't really know yet. We got to find a website to do it on. If we do, you fans can compete against us if
you want
want.
to match brackets, throw them up on that YouTube.
Believe it. Easy. Out of the number one, projected number one seeds that I'm looking at, Kentucky, Virginia, Villanova, and Duke. Who do you think has the best chance to win it out of those four? Just off the top of your head.
Kentucky.
Gotta go with
very
Kentucky.
easily. I'd love to see a team just straight go undefeated, win a national championship.
You
Be the
hate
best
Calipari?
ever. I love it.
Do you hate Calipari? A lot of people hate him.
No, and there's another thing. I hate Duke, but I don't hate their coach.
Yeah, Coach K is a good dude.
Coach K is a good dude.
I like
And
Calipari. I don't mind that he
I
goes
hate
after these
who's
guys.
the Patino.
Petrino, yeah.
I hate Patino.
Oh, Rick Pitino.
Rick
Okay, I'm
Pitino.
sorry. Yeah, he's garbage.
I hate him.
Stupid slick back hair.
Yeah, I don't like you, Rick.
Do not follow us on Twitter at
I don't like
@_the
Jim
Rick,
spread.
Boeheim.
don't follow us. Boeheim, you cheater. You slug, you cheater. We hate you.
Didn't
we're
Calipari
tired. We're tired of
cheat
you.
technically at one time?
Jamie
Gee.
Dixon, pick your game up because you're slipping.
Their scouting and needs to be better. I don't know, or recruiting. They need to get some more offensive players
Well,
in there.
they got a guy coming in next year, but still.
You got to be
Pick
more
your game
offensive
up.
in the ACC.
Pick your recruiting game up. Yeah, moving the ACC hurt Pitt bad.
Believe it. Well, I want to thank you guys for talking a little NCAA basketball. We'll talk again after Selection Sunday. Fill you guys in on who actually made it, where the seeds all fell.
Throw a bracket at you, couple brackets. We always
Bracket it
throw out a
up,
couple brackets.
definitely. I'm going to win my
Mad
bracket.
brackets. Hashtag bracky.
Hashtag spread bracket.
Yeah.
You guys can follow us on Twitter at bet_the_spread. Follow me on Twitter at betjimtowin. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Happy bracketing.
Dakota and Brackenridge.
Brack offs.